Hello to all my fellow Earth 2 users. I hope you're having a good day and enjoying your Christmas. My name is Nathan, and in this video I'm going to be explaining some core mechanics to making money in Earth 2, including information on land classes, income tax, and my personal tips on where to invest and which countries to buy land. This information will mostly be beneficial for newer players, but I think that existing players can also benefit from some of the tips that I'm about to give. I'm also going to be giving away a Class 1 tile in Russia for 1 single cent. So I'm going to be giving away a bit of land for a single penny, so keep watching for details on how you can win that. Before I get started, I'm just going to put my referral code on the screen as well. Keep a note of this because you're going to need it to be in with a chance of winning the free land. Also, this code will give you 5% back on any land that you do purchase in the game. So keep a note of that. So at the moment in Earth 2, all you're doing essentially is buying virtual land across the world and attempting to profit from that land by either selling it in the marketplace for more than you paid for it, or basically holding on to the land and receiving income tax for it when other players buy land in that country. The land is split into individual plots called tiles. One tile can vary from as little as 10 cents in price all the way up to as high as $8 or $9 as of recording this video. And it's rising rapidly each and every day. So where should you buy? Well, I'm going to give some tips on where I would personally be investing and buying land. So firstly, if you are new to the game, you're probably going to want some tiles that are valued at Class 1, meaning that you'll earn maximum income tax back off this land. So this is an example of the income tax that I'm earning off my land, purely just for owning it. I don't have to do anything now except basically rely on other people buying land in the same country. The majority of my tiles are valued at land class 1, but you still do earn money off land class 2 and 3 tiles as well. I'm going to explain a little bit more about that now. So what is land class 1? And where can you get it from? So basically, any country that has sold between 0 and 100,000 tiles will be classed as land class 1. Anything between 100,000 and 200,000 tiles sold would be classed as land class 2. And then I think it's roughly between 200,000 to 400,000 tiles is land class 3. Now land class 1 is the most tax that you can get back. Land class 2 will still give you a decent amount of tax, whereas land class 3 doesn't really give you much, and land class 4 then you don't receive taxes at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dive into the countries that are now approaching the end of land class 1. So if you want land class 1 tiles in these countries, now's the time to get them because they're rapidly running out. So New Zealand, at the time of recording this, is currently sat on 92,000 tiles sold, and that's 25 cents a tile at the moment. Greece is 82,000 tiles sold at 23 cents a tile. Indonesia, now this is an interesting one because I think this one's going to rapidly go. Now Indonesia is currently sat at 77,000 tiles sold. They're still only 21 cents a tile. Now I did do a bit of research into this, and about 73% of the country's population are actually internet users. So I think Indonesia is actually going to go quite high and be one of the top players. They're also the 4th highest country, I think, in the world for actual internet users. So that's probably worth knowing. South Africa is sat at 73,000 tiles sold at 21 cents a tile. Egypt, 69,000 at 20 cents a tile. Norway is 69 at 20 cents a tile also, and so is Sweden, 69,000 tiles sold and 20 cents. Turkey, also 20 cents a tile at 67,000. Ireland is another interesting one, I think, as well. They're currently sat at about 65,000 tiles sold, so still land class 1, only 19 cents a tile, but they're also, I think, the 6th or the 5th, I think it's the 6th richest country in the world. And also 85% of their population are internet users as well. So I think Ireland is going to be a big one as well. That's just my personal opinion. You don't have to listen to that, but it's just a bit of advice. Now, the ones that I think personally the ones to watch are the following. Now, all these tiles are less than 20 cents as well. So Malaysia 80% of their country are internet users. They're only sat at 26,000 sold as well at the moment, so that's actually that they're going to be land class 1 possibly for a while, and they're only 15 cents a tile. Peru also interests me, at only 14 cents a tile. Obviously you've got Machu Picchu and quite a lot of tourist attractions in Peru, so I think that's eventually going to blow as well. Colombia as well, only 12 cents a tile, 20,000 sold, so they're still going to be land class 1 for a while. Quite a big country in South America, so I think that's worth watching. And Uruguay as well, only 11 cents a tile and only 10,000 tiles sold at the moment, so they would be my personal choices. And maybe Bahrain as well. I've just put into Bahrain, they're 95% of their country are internet users, and they're only 12 cents a tile, 16,000 sold. I'm going to put all this information as well down below as well in the description, because I know it's quite a lot of numbers that I'm spitting out at you, so I will put the all the details down below if you want to just check them out. Now, if you are really new to the game, you don't quite understand what I've gone through, visit the Earth 2 website. I'll put a link again below. Scroll down to the bottom and just check out their FAQs. There's about 50, no, I think there might be more than that actually. There's a load of questions on there that you can basically read through and get a much better understanding of the game. Also, I'm going to put a link to their Facebook page below as well, because the developers are really responsive, so they quickly respond to any issues that are going on. And the servers are quite slow at the moment just because of the rapid influx of players, but they address the issues instantly on their Facebook page and Discord, which I'll also link. Follow all of that. If you want to stay close to this game, follow all of those, because I'm on the Discord all the time, and that's where I'm getting the majority of my information from. It's a great community on there. Obviously you get a couple of toxic people on there as you go into anyway, but definitely check those out. So that's pretty much it for me, for my tips and my information on land class and income tax. Now please, if you did feel that you learned anything from this video or gained any kind of insight, please use my referral code when purchasing land. Not only does it give you 5% back on any land that you purchase, but it'll also give me that 5% as well, which is a huge help to someone like me who's been invested from early, but don't actually have much money to put in, so I can't put hundreds or thousands of pounds in, so it does help me out a lot, so thank you for that. I do want to give a massive shout out to this guy as well, absolute legend. When I was waiting for my income tax, there was certain land I really wanted to buy but couldn't afford it. This guy used my code to buy a few bits of land, and I was able to then buy the land I wanted. So yeah, massive thanks to this guy. I'd love to give you a little bit of land as well. If you can get in touch somehow through comments or the Discord, I'll give you a little bit of my land just as a thank you. Finally, moving on to the land giveaway. So I'm going to give away a land class 1 tile from Russia for just a penny. All I need you to do to be in with a chance of winning that tile is like this video, comment down below where you're thinking of buying, and use my referral code to purchase a piece of land. It can be anything from 1 tile all the way as high as 100 tiles, just providing you use my code. So do those 3 things and you're in with a chance. Do you know what? I'm not even going to ask you to subscribe to be in with a chance of winning that tile. That's how nice I am. I'm going to leave it up to you whether you want to subscribe or not. Obviously that's going to help me out massively, but it's not a requirement to win the tile. So yeah. So huge thank you for anyone still listening, guys. Hope you've learned a bit. Hope you enjoy playing. Have a good day, have an even better Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one.